Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Amrit. So we are back again with the part 2 of our observable versus promise video practical session. So as we have promised that we are going to create a part 2 with the practical session. If you haven't gone through the theoretical portion of this video so that you get the understanding what exactly promises and observable does, I will add the link for that video in the I button as well as in the description box. So please go through that video and watch the video till end so that you get the understanding of the whole cheat sheet that I have created for you. So let's start with the practical session without wasting the time. So I have created like a boilerplate. In my previous videos I have I have explained that how to create the CLI boilerplate or the template for the Angular application. So I created like a small component where in the TypeScript file I created like a one run observable method in which I just created any constant new and I push two events, or you can say two requests. One is Techie Amrit video 1, another one is observable.next.2. So as I explained you, until we don't subscribe this, they do not this observable is not going to be executed. That's why they are lazy by nature. Exactly. So if I have to show you, let me open the command prompt. Again we do ng serve --o, that builds our Angular application and opens the browser automatically. Now it is building our request. See, okay, builds our application and browser is open. Now I will open the console. When I push the button submit, by nature it should not show anything. I think I called the wrong method. Let me change. Here I call the promise. I have to call this dot run observable, right? Alright, so let's go here again, clear the console and hit submit. As you can see, the output is not coming in the observable because we haven't subscribed the observable that it the data that is thrown by the observable. We haven't subscribed that, so we are not able to see the output in the console. The time we subscribe it, we can see the output. So they are lazy by nature. They give the output. See, Techie video. If I keep on clicking, that will keep throwing me the data the data that is the last data stored in the request. Right. So this is how the observable work. So you can push as much as data you can want. It can handle multiple requests. If I give like it name 3, 4 and I click submit button, you can see the output, right? So this is how observable work. Now it's time to understand the promise. As a promise handles only single stream of event and they are eager by nature. So whenever at the time you run the you write the function of promise, you execute, you try to resolve it, it immediately calls this method. If I have to show you, this is a promise method where I have like console.log this and this, and if I comment out this method where I try to call this method, let's comment out this and try to run promise and see the output. If I push the button, you can see it directly goes inside this method, inside promise method before calling, and it calls this method immediately. So they're eager by nature. When you press then we are able to resolve this also. You can see they are helpful for handling the async request or the callback function. So that I will create video for that in a separate session, otherwise the video will become too long for you. So I can give you like a small thing also, that you can, where you have subscribed the observable data, you can just manipulate the data request by using map function dot filter. but in promises you have to use dot then, and you can use like as much as then you want to use. It's like a chaining request, create a chaining request for you, and either you can reject or resolve the request created by the run promise. Okay, so if you have to like defer the request of promises, you can for a few seconds you can create like this. You can like return promise, right? And you can call this method using the defer function to defer the output, and you can subscribe the output, and you can read the output, and you can show you how exactly this works. This dot promise, hit the button. See, it calls before subscribe method first, then when I subscribe it, then it calls the method that I have subscribed it. So you can defer uh, the callback function in this way. So it didn't directly go to this promise method and didn't print inside promise function uh, before this output of this console.log output. So this is the way you defer this function by adding a callback, or you can say that by adding a defer to this function. So hope you guys you get an idea like how promises work and how observable work. So thank you for watching this video.